What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Dimont's Big Bass. It's Dimont coming back at you. Today we're going to talk about something new from Kastking. It's the Kastking Dimont Elite, and this is their skip and pitch version. Let's go ahead and get this puppy out of the box. It doesn't, oh, the foam's stuck to the top of the box now. That's cool. So here's your reel. They're black and red theme. Of course, just like the last one, paperwork and stuff down there. All right, so let's see here. First impressions. That's good. That super shallow spool. So somebody asked me if this was, I didn't even know about this. I haven't been paying much attention. And somebody wanted to know if the spool was light enough to do BFS. I'm like, what are you talking about there, Timmy? So I got online, I got on Amazon. I was like, okay, they do have some. So I ordered me one. I have noticed on two of the other ones of the Dimont Elites, the anodization on the spool was a little bit scratched up when I got them. I don't know if that's a shipping issue or a QA issue. As you can hear, little things click. I like where the thumb bar rides. It kind of rides like a Shimano. You can see they still have the little demon eye. They still have the brakes you turn on. And still still a half shaft. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the meat potatoes of it. Let's go ahead and find out exactly what this is all about. Just because I want to know. It's already in grams, so let's find out. So this is going to kind of fall into that Phantom finesse spool. It's really good for it's probably really good for skipping and pitching. It's probably good for pitching and flipping kind of things. But it's not really going to be, it's lighter than that though. It's lighter than the Phantom. I will give it that. But anytime you have these heavier shallow spools, that's what they're for. On one of my Phantom spools, the shallow spool, I have taken and put, on the shallow Phantom spool, I've taken 10-pound test fluorocarbon, tie it directly to the spool, and I use it for jerk baits. So I ain't got to fill my spool full of line. I don't have to put braid backing or anything like that. And I did some comparisons, and it weighs about the same. So let's get an overall weight. Milliliters, ounces, no, that's pounds. Ounces. This zero you out. Come on now. Okay, so this reel weighs 6.5 ounces. All right, so to just answer the question, probably no to BFS. It could probably get by with 1/8 ounce jig head with plastic, because you're looking at probably about 1/4 ounce. So you could probably do shaky heads and stuff with this reel. Feels like it's way too over lubed. Somebody asked me about that on one of my last emails about a reel, last videos about a reel. And you can see it. Let me see if you can get close enough in this to see the grease packed into it. And the camera's not trying to focus on it very well, but it is packed full of grease. And probably this bearing is too. Yep, it is as well. It's slam packed full of grease. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Usually what I do is I take a canned air and blow a lot of the grease out of the bearings. Blow a lot of the grease out of the worm gear. I'll open this up and blow all the grease out of the bearing there. It doesn't need that much grease in it. A lot of people just take and start fishing with it and they'll eventually start coming out. But you can tell when you're spinning it, it feels smooth, but it feels like something's kind of like just holding it down a little bit. If I was going, I have 2 of these reels. Well, I'll probably do another video, is I'll be doing like I did the last ones. I'll be taking this little handle off. I don't know why, I mean, it's like an 85mm handle. I prefer, because I have huge hands, as you see my hand is totally engulfs the whole reel. It's not a small reel. I like a 90 to 115mm handle, especially on my flipping and pitching reels and skipping. I just like the extra power of it, especially when you're dealing with any of the really higher gear ratio reels. I'm going to tell you, if you're using that Kastking Elite, the 10, the 10.5 to 1 or wherever it is. Sorry, it's kind of slipping my mind right now. When you catch a big fish on that, especially when you're skipping in and you set the hook, that reel is lacking some power. But you're going to have to expect that with the high gear ratio. You're going to think you're going to have a monster bass, but you're going to get it in, it's going to be like a 2 or 3 pounder. That's just how it works. When you have a really high gear ratio, it suffers one way or the other. And all the drag in the world is not going to help you reel that fish in. So, I mean, yeah, you get to make a lot more flips, but you have to pay for it on the back end. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here. If you got, ask me any questions down below. If I need to get back out, I'll do another video back on again if you need me to. I'm going to have like a shootout here pretty soon. I'll be doing the loose pitch and skip, the Kastking pitch and skip, and I'm going to be doing the Shimano SLX MGL, 70 MGL. A guy from my club told me about that reel, told me it was a really good skipping reel, just because of the way the spool's made. They said it's light, but I've watched a couple of videos on it, and I don't think it's even as light as this spool. So I'm like, huh, okay. But I've been wanting to look at some more of those new Shimanos. I've been some people call me a Daiwa fanboy or a Lubed fanboy, because I asked the Shimanos back in the late 90s, early 2000s, even into like 2007-ish, 8-ish. No, 2009-ish is when I had the last, no, 10. Yeah, 2010. I lost a big fish in the tournament because the whole reel basically came apart on me. I swore I'd never use them again. I mean, you wouldn't expect a Corrado to come apart in your hands while you're trying to reel in an 8-pounder. And you basically lose the tournament because of it. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. It don't cost you a thing. Share the video with somebody. If you know somebody's trying to get into fishing, I'm going to start doing a lot more fishing. I got a couple more tips and tricks videos coming out for you guys. I'm going to try to help you guys in this heat of the summer how to catch more fish. All right, guys, this is Dimont signing out. My boy Piglet wants to say hey. Piggy, piggy. Hey, buddy. All right, guys, you have a great day.